What's up, Facebook? Coming at you guys again with another video. I know it's been a minute, but here we got a 1986 Buick Regal, super clean car. Customer complained of super rich idle, rough idle, stalling at the light, stalling, applying hard acceleration, weak acceleration, a bunch of issues that kind of lead to around the same type of problem. So a while ago, I gave a diagnosis and got an appointment for now, and we finally fit her in. I'm about to give you a walk around of the car, show it to you guys, and then I'm gonna tell you what we're about to commence to doing. It's a Regal, man. It's one of the cleanest ones I've seen. Laser straight body. Laser straight. Super clean. All original too. Interior immaculate. Look at them door panels. Beautiful car. Beautiful car for sure. So the remedy for that is we're about to remove that computer controlled quadrijet distributor, and we're gonna get everything surrounding the computer controlled system out of there. We're gonna drop a new aluminum Edelbrock intake, Edelbrock 600 carb, HEI standalone distributor. We're gonna remove the exhaust crossovers. All the emissions related stuff is gonna be gone. And what we're gonna be left with is a car that runs off 12 volts and 5 PSI fuel. So I'll see you guys later as we gon' get to it. So while my guys commence to disassembling it, getting the intake and carb and all that good stuff off, I'm about to head to the store to get the turkey tray intake gasket and the tube of right stuff and a few other things that we're gonna need to get this on down the road. See you guys soon. All right, so we back. We removed the exhaust crossovers. A lot of times you gotta cut them, pinch them, and maybe even weld them to seal them up. On this instance, they came out on both sides, as you can see over there, next to that 6080 swap. Now, we basically disconnected the whole engine harness. That is not gonna be used anymore. We're gonna end up cutting it, pulling it out the fender on this passenger side and removing the computer with it. What you do wanna keep is your HVAC harness, for your AC. And where it connects to over here, you don't wanna cut it either. So you definitely gotta be careful about that. Definitely don't wanna lose your HVAC harness. These are important as well. Your attack wire and your pink wire, because we're gonna reuse those. We about to remove this intake next. Then the distributor. Before you touch the distributor, I like to take a picture of what direction it was pointing at. You can drop the new one in that same exact orientation and it'll be ready for you to start it up, set the timer. That's as long as you don't turn the motor over after you pull it out. All right, so we back. That's the intake right there. We got ultra black behind all the cooling ports on the gasket. I'm about to put ultra black on all the cooling ports on the intake. Got a rail of ultra black on the front and the back. I'm about to sit the intake down on top of all that. Put some bolts in. I ain't gonna torque it all the way down yet, but I'm gonna make it a hair over hand tight. And then let it tack up for like 20 minutes. Got that old quadrant junk off of there. Air breather. Junk intake, junk distributor, old gasket. Exhaust crossovers. Harness. Yeah, a lot of stuff out of there. Now we got the intake on. Got new spark plugs in, got that 45,000. I'm gonna get some brass 1/4-inch NPT pipe plugs. They don't fit those threads, but they do tighten into it. You gotta use the brass ones. They will plug these exhaust crossover tubes perfectly and never come out. So that's what I use for these. Yeah, so I did exactly what I told y'all not to do, which was rotate the motor after you pulled the distributor out. And I ain't remember it till I dropped the new distributor in, but it don't matter. If you do that, or if you just don't remember what direction you had the distributor in, even if you didn't turn the motor, just pull number one plug out, stuff it with toilet tissue or a paper towel or whatever, then bump the starter until you hear the tissue pop out. Put like this. I did go right there. The first rip. As soon as I popped that joint off, it popped out. Now let's see where the distributor pointing. It's a little bit off. It's like a tooth off. You really want it pointing like right there for an Oldsmobile at about 1 o'clock position. It's more so pointing at about the 3 o'clock position. That's where you want it at. When number one is at top dead center, which we just found by putting that paper in there and bumping the starter, you want your Oldsmobile distributor pointing like right there, about 12:30, 1 o'clock position, because that's what number one is on an Oldsmobile distributor. These are those brass plugs I'm telling y'all about. They just 1/4 NPT thread, also known as 1/4 male iron, MIP, male iron pipe thread, which is the same as NPT. They are not technically the threads for these. It's the same thread, but the NPT plugs are tapered and the threads in the heads are straight. You're not gonna find any plugs that are quote unquote made for these, but these work flawlessly. Just make sure you use the brass one, because the brass is gonna mend into this iron better than another steel plug. I wouldn't recommend trying to, make a steel plug go in there, but these brass plugs work fine. They'll never come out and they'll never leak. But yeah, I guess this is gonna be part one to this video. I'll probably drop a part two once I get it running, but I'm gonna go on at least give y'all a piece of this content right now, because I ain't dropped a video for y'all in a minute, especially a car video. It'll be running in the next day or two, probably tomorrow.